Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Jocelyn Fox and I guess this will be my first video. For this video we're going to be doing things to do when you're bored because summer's coming up and I know I get freaking bored during the summer. I end up just working a lot and that's no fun. So here's a list of things to do when you're bored. The first thing that I like to do when I'm bored is I like to clean because if you're bored and you're not really doing anything, you might as well be productive. And so a lot of times I find that like my room is super messy or my car is disgusting or even just like the house in general. So a lot of times I just turn on either some music or a show that I'm watching on Netflix and I just get that crap done because no one likes living in a mess. Another thing you can do is focus on exercise and health because I know a lot of times when I do have stuff to do, when I'm busy, I don't usually include that very much, which I'm trying to get better at, but you could go to the gym or just work out at home. A lot of times I like look up videos on YouTube. You can find dancing videos to work out with, or you could just get outside, go on a walk, run, jog. I like to take my dog on a walk. She loves to run and so it gets me jogging. Or you could even go for a hike if you have some good trails nearby. Something else that I like to do to exercise is just dance. And some of you might not have that, but once again, you can just look up dancing tutorials and videos online. I also love to do yoga, and that makes your body feel really good. Once again, you could probably find a lot of yoga tutorials. You can also meditate going on with the yoga just to clear your mind. Next thing is cooking and baking. I know a lot of times I'm scrolling through Pinterest, I'm like, ooh, all this healthy food. I really need to eat better. I need to stop eating all this junk. I'm just too lazy to try out all these recipes and stuff. I'm like, but I don't have this ingredient. Why not get the ball rolling? You could even put together a cookbook of healthy recipes that you find on Pinterest that are like really easy to do. So you could try those out, or if you're not as much into the health, then you can always like bake some brownies, cake, cupcakes, whatever, and bring them to your friends or, you know, eat them all. Next thing is art. And I know a lot of people, they typically say, oh, I can't draw, I'm not good at art, I suck at it. You never know what you can do until you try. I'm not the best at art either, but I've surprised myself sometimes if I'm just bored and I just decide to start drawing or painting. You can actually come up with something you might actually like. But if you're not into that as much and you really don't want to try to do your own kind of art, coloring books are always fun. I don't know, I've just always loved coloring books ever since I was little. The smell of opening a new coloring book fresh from the store and all the pages are blank. Other forms of art can be origami. Once again, you could find a lot of tutorials online. You could work with clay. Something else that I like to do is collages, where I just get some magazines that are from a few months back that I don't read anymore, and I just cut out little bits of it that I think are cute or funny, and I just glue them on paper and just make some random picture with it. Also, there's a website that you can do collages online, which is called polywar.com, and that's really fun to work with. I will link that down below. Another fun thing to do with art is scrapbooking. Things that I do in life, I end up with a lot of photos, and then I realize that I don't really look at them that much. And so I've been actually meaning to do this. I haven't done this yet, but I've been meaning to just print all of my photos out. I actually got a photo printer this past Christmas, so I've been meaning to print them out and put them in a scrapbook. You're more likely to go back and look at them. I don't like scrolling through things. I'd much rather have something like physical to hold. Other forms of art could be doing your makeup, trying out makeup tutorials by some of your favorite beauty YouTubers, or hair tutorials. I remember back in junior high, I was really into doing hair, and it got to the point where I was able to do tons of cool braids. I clearly now don't really do my hair. I just wash it and let it air dry. I'm super lazy now, but there was a point where I got really into doing cool hairstyles. Also, finishing up projects you've never finished. I know I have probably like 10 projects right now, just really that I have not finished that I need to get back on. And some of them actually are like Christmas presents for people from like 2 years ago that I still haven't given to them. I'm so bad. And next up we have writing. I myself am not a very good writer. You can always just like write a note to a friend, family member, or write some notes to brighten people's day and just go out and give them to random people on the street. I know it makes me happy when I'm making someone else happy. Also, starting a journal. If you don't have a journal, you should start one. Here, I'll grab my journals and show you. I actually started doing journaling back in November, and I am now through 2 journals, and I am on my 3rd. That's quite a bit of writing in a short amount of time, but I just write in it every night, and you can write in it like whenever you want. It's just nighttime is typically the best for me. It's just part of like my night routine, but it really helps me to get all of my thoughts and feelings out onto a paper when I feel like I don't have anyone to talk to. It just helps you kind of cleanse yourself emotionally, I suppose. Also writing stories, writing poems. You can also compose a song or just like write the lyrics. Write a letter or an email to someone who lives far away that you know. So next up is music. Once again, I know a lot of you are probably gonna say, oh, but I'm not musically talented, this and that. But you could just turn on music and sing out, jam out, dance, letting loose, kind of just having fun. If you do music, you can always practice your singing, practice an instrument you play. I play guitar and cello. I haven't been playing them as much recently. It's nice when my life isn't so busy to just take them out and practice them again. Also, karaoke. There's YouTube videos that you can do. And also, just going on like Spotify or something and putting together a playlist of songs that you enjoy listening to. Or you can make up a dance. Next thing is culture yourself. I feel like there's so many things going on in the world right now, and I know I'm really bad at keeping up with it. So when you're not doing anything, you might as well like watch some thought-provoking videos or read about what's going on in the world. Maybe even just watch a movie that you feel like everyone else has seen, that they're like, oh, that's a classic, how have you not seen that? I feel like everyone has at least one movie where it's like everyone has seen it and then they're like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen it, and everyone's like, oh my gosh, girl, you are a sinner. Go ahead and watch that movie that you haven't seen. You can just research random crap or read articles on interesting topics. Learn a language. There's so many apps. I personally use Duolingo, and I took French all throughout high school, and I'm not in any French classes currently, and so that's a good way to help me keep up my French. Learn about space and constellations. Also learning about cultures and time periods that interest you. Next up is goals. You can always work on your goals, write them down, create a dream board just that you can hang on your wall and like pin new stuff onto it to inspire you to get those done. Write out a plan of action for your goals. Another thing that you can do is service. You can volunteer at an animal shelter, old folks home, or some kind of charity. Even just like helping out a friend or family. You can just like text one of your friends and be like, hey, is there anything that I can do to help you today? I have nothing to do. Call a friend or a relative. Next up is games. You can always just go with like card games, board games, if you have some people with you, or you can just do like video games, computer games. Also, if you have other people with you, you can do some acting games. You can always look up some fun like theater, improv, acting games. So that's all I have for today. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to see more. If you have any comments, leave them down below and let me know if there's any other videos you would like to see from me. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye guys!